Hi guys. So today's topic is not gonna be related to my magic or to vibrational work. It's actually gonna be about something you do sometimes ask me about, and I don't I don't do this in my practice, as you guys know. But I just wanted to do a more in-depth audio on this because I have sort of answered this question, but like um, minimalistically, just because it's something I do not perform and something that I do not recommend. So for me, it's just easy to say just a couple of words, but uh, of course, I have a lot more to say about it. So let's finally talk about hexes. Okay, so this is such a huge topic actually, because uh, when I answered it before, it was only like a basic answer, my opinion about it and stuff. But it's a more complex topic than that. Like everything is more complex. People are more complex than they seem, and so is so is this. So I don't even know where to start, honestly. As you know, I do not recommend hexing anybody. It's not something that I think is the best for you. Now, I don't believe in karma in terms of how karma is portrayed. So if you do something to someone, same thing's gonna happen to you. But what I know is that every action has a consequence. So that's not necessarily karma, or everything is karma, whatever you want to see it. But every action has a consequence, and every bad action has a consequence, because something, there's gonna be some sort of consequence. Like always, anything you do, any action you take, any mindset you have, everything in life has a consequence. So keep that in mind. Now, first of all, let's talk about the hexes that you guys often, well, not you guys, but some of the people that reach out to me often want to have done, and those are mostly love related hexes. So somebody breaks your heart, somebody cheats on you, somebody does something love wise to you, and then you want to hex them because you're hurt and you want this person to experience the same hurt that they put you through. I do not recommend that. I absolutely don't recommend that. Why? There are several reasons. Okay. One of them is that every heartbreak, like I told you before, was meant to happen. We have karmic contracts. And from every heartbreak, you are supposed to learn a lesson. And seeking revenge is not about learning lessons. Accepting things and accepting everything and growing and learning is what it's about. It's not about revenge ever. So revenge in general is not a good idea. It's not a way for you to learn. I mean, it can be a way for you to learn things, because you may get some consequence and then learn things, but it's not the easier route to learn things. Okay. So, absolutely do not recommend you to do that. Another reason is consequences, because something can happen to this person, and then later you will maybe want this person back, or you will feel sorry, or you will, just once your emotions get in order, you're gonna be like, oh no, I don't want anything to happen to them, all of this stuff. So, I do not recommend it, like I said. And for those of you who want your exes back, but you also want to kind of hurt them because they hurt you, do not recommend it again. Same reasons. And one bigger reason is that love is way more powerful than hexes. Love is the most powerful energy in the universe. And this is why, guys, when I do your workings, I mostly just use love stuff, uh, you know, nice, warm energies. I do not like to do separations. Sometimes I'll do them if necessary, but it's not my preferred way of separating people. My preferred way is through love, that they're gonna feel for you and in their best interest, and for the not for the third person to find their soulmate and all of these things. So everything with love, not with desire. Okay, let's destroy this couple. No, that's not my way to go, and it's not my way to go because love is so much more powerful than anything bad you can do. It's the most powerful energy in the universe. I guarantee you this. Okay, so that's a little bit about the hexes that people usually ask for. We're going to get into other types of hexes in a bit. Um, so, like I said, it's not something that I do. It's working with negative energy. It's something that I don't recommend to anybody. I don't want to do it. I don't think that you should do it. Also, what did I want to say? I often like lose my trace. So yeah, like I said, it's something. Oh yeah, I wanted to mention that yes, hexes often will not work as well, because it's gonna again depend on the target. Some people are just protected. Some people do protection on themselves, and some people just have protection from them from their ancestors. Some people are protected because they're very religious, so they're praying for protection. There's a bunch of protections that people can have, so hexes often will not even work. Okay, now there is something that I especially would never recommend anybody to do, and that is I don't know if you heard about this. I guess you have death hexes. So basically, to well, I don't want to say kill somebody, but to make somebody die. So number one, this will usually not work. Most cases, it will not work. And number two, that's the second thing that is a bit, worrisome. It can work. It can work, and I did see it work. I mean, I wasn't the one performing, but it can work. In certain events, if the target is inclined of possible death in the near future and things like that, it can work. So why don't I recommend these at all? Obviously, for the moral reasons. It's a human life. Come on, guys. Number two is that you are meddling with natural processes, and you're meddling with somebody's life path, because we all have a life path, and we all have a purpose in this life. We all have a mission. We are all supposed to end our lives when our time is, and not when somebody chooses that it is our time. So I think that just trying to do this, not actually succeeding in it, because like I said, it's highly unlikely but not impossible, is a very negative energy. And clearly, I mean, I don't have to explain this too much. So I understand that sometimes you can be so angry and so hurt that you're thinking, okay, I wish this person was dead. But and I fully understand that thought, don't get me wrong. I know how it feels like to be hurt and abused and all of these things, but just don't go down those routes. Never, ever, ever. Okay. Now, another thing I want to mention is that sometimes, some hexes are, in my opinion, um, you know, asked for, I guess, if somebody really is an abuser, is a really bad person. I do understand that, and I do not judge, as you know, ever. Um, so I don't think it's always wrong to do it, but it's not my recommendation to ever do it because of the reasons I've just mentioned. But lastly, I'm gonna give you a nice little tip. It's sort of a hex, but a protection type of hex. So if somebody is really molesting you, if somebody truly, is a bad person, is molesting you, is maybe even hexing you, or molesting you in any type of way that is truly abusive. So I'm not talking about when your boyfriend breaks up with you, or when your girlfriend or boyfriend cheats on you or anything like that. I'm talking about actual abuse, whether it's verbal, whether it's online, whether it's physical, like somebody really making your life difficult, let's put it that way. I do have this one tip that you can do yourself, and that is to make a protection of yourself. And you're gonna light a candle, and you're gonna do a protective ceremony. If anybody is interested in this, if anybody actually has a problem with somebody truly abusing them, they can reach out and I will give them the process. So the point of this is that you are protecting yourself from this person, and anything that this person is doing to you, they're gonna experience 3 times more. So that is the only one that I have personally used, just in cases of really real abuse, and it does work. It does work. Of course, do not wish them death or anything like super bad, but just, whatever they're doing to you, whatever it is, they're gonna get 3 times more. It's kind of a karmic protection thing. So it's not really negative energy sending, it's just like protection of yourself. So if they don't stop, they're gonna get the same thing but 3 times more. And that's that. I hope this makes sense. And if anyone has more questions, I think I covered most of it, but if anyone has any more questions, feel free to ask anytime. Bye, guys.